Welcome back, everyone watching our TV. This time is Diverse in Unity. We are back here as Diverse in Unity, 54 African ambassadors of influence. How are you guys doing? How did you start your new year? I know you've missed us a lot, but we are here today to give you another great episode of one of our entertaining, educating, a lot. My name is Jenny and I am your host. And today I am with Brother Eli. How you doing?
Okay.
You really look nice in blue.
The same to you as smarter than the flowers in the garden.
Oh, wow, wow.
Yeah.
Thank you. So we are back, guys, and I hope that you're all doing great. I hope that as you start the new year with new plans, you're also getting excited to know what we have for you today and what is going to be about today. You see, we are in new outfits and we look good. Don't we look good, guys? We do look good. So we have the reason why we look good today, right, Ellie?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's why today, before we step into what is the topic of the day, we just want to ask you guys, how have you been coping with the new year, 2023? Oh my goodness. Some of you are getting older, some of you what do we say? Some of them are being born, and some of you are getting in your years of youth where you're enjoying and everything like that.
Yeah, we are still in January. The year is
Yeah.
still a baby. So still in we are still in the new year at the beginning.
Yeah, we're still beginning the new year, but I've been seeing a lot of people outside there. They're really working hard, and maybe they're trying to gain some money back. The money that was the people spent in New Year's Eve,
Yeah,
Christmas.
yeah.
But it's okay
They
to
have
start
to.
January.
Yeah.
Like the last episode, you guys, you really enjoyed it. It was about how you're going to start your new year, how are you going to plan for your new year, what are you going to achieve. But I hope you guys learned a lot that today you are handling a lot of things, new things, 2023, right?
New things, new touch.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
also some sad news we cannot say that it's all
Yeah.
good. Some
So
sad news are coming, but I hope you're all stronger. And as we go stronger together, 54 African ambassadors keeps wishing you a happy new year.
yeah.
Right here at OTV in Diversity and Unity, we want you guys to know that we're always here to give the best of our ideas, to bring you the best of the guests that we have around in the country so that you people get inspired, you people get educated, you people keep planning ahead for the better future, for the bright future, right?
For sure. Yeah, as
Yeah.
I mentioned, here we have a new touch. We're gonna have or discover
Yeah.
the secret behind the touch.
The secret behind white. Oh my goodness. This is
Yeah,
should I should I mention something?
yeah.
Guys, today we have fashion for you.
hmm
I know you guys know that from our previous episodes we talk about talents, we talk about everything style, but we talking about fashion today. That's why we kind of look cold. It's a morning, but you guys know that every day, every time can also come up with fashion. So you can have fashion for the morning, for the afternoon, for the evening, anytime.
Start the year with smartness.
Yeah, you should start the year with smartness.
Yeah.
Why would you enter your office in the first day of the year when you look shabby? No way. So, guys, as we proceed with this show, I would like to thank you guys for keep on commenting, subscribing, and sharing and liking to all our platforms, and you know, direct messaging to us. What do you think about the shows, and what you want. The new topics that you guys want us to talk about. We
Yeah.
really appreciate that, and we're going to give you the best content.
Yes, they can as they can see the our social medias scrolling on their screens.
Yeah.
They can just make a comment. Any concern is welcome.
Yeah, and for today's show, like we said, it's about fashion, Ellie.
Yeah.
Let's not hide people because soon we're reaching to this. It's about fashion. What do you think about fashion? What comes into your mind? What just comes into your mind when you think about fashion?
Yes.
Yeah, we have many of you guys who are following right now OTV, who are fashionists, who are models, who are doing different talents in fashion, which is good because today we're coming for you, and I know that you guys going to enjoy. So let's get into the topic, right? Let's just take a short break and come back with the topic.
For sure.
Yeah. Welcome back, welcome back. It's OTV you're watching right now. Diversity in Unity is the show. My name is Jenny and I am with my brother Eli. As we're hosting this show, we hope you guys are enjoying. It's about fashion today. Today we are in our cold um, outfits because it's a morning, but I hope you guys know that everything comes in with fashion, like we said. So come, if you just come right now, I want you to know that we are talking about fashion today. And before we go back into fashion, let's tell you guys who made us look like this. Who made us look in this great fashion outfit, Ellie? Can you introduce our guest for today?
Yeah. So we have a lady,
Yeah, we have a
a
lady in this
miss,
house.
a miss in the house.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, guys, we have a lady in this house, and she's the one who made us look such as we look today. And that's why we want to, before we introduce her, let's first tell you guys that she is the fashionist
Yeah.
and she is the designer. By the way, she's also doing business. Oh my goodness. You know, she's trying to step into the business very, very well. So let's warmly welcome Miss Nikoze Natalie.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Yeah. So, Miss Natalie, we want to thank you so much for making us look like this today.
You're welcome.
Yeah, and thank you for choosing the morning outfit, coldness, and
Yeah.
it's all about fashion. But as we introduce our guests, you guys normally know that we start with TikTok questions. Today we have only one TikTok question, but of course we have a bunch of questions to ask her. We're just gonna ask her, they're great questions that we have, and I know that you guys are going to be answered from all what you've been wondering about fashion. So, Miss Natalie, we would like to start by a TikTok question. Tell us, when did you start fashion, designing fashion, everything?
Thank you. It isn't that long. I started taking with a short course
Yes,
in 2020. That's when
yes.
I started taking a short course. But even before, I were in that field.
Oh,
But I came into it after school.
yes.
Yeah, after finishing high school in 2019. So I started right after in 2020.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
It's very great to have young entrepreneurs who are into fashion, right?
Inspiring.
Yeah, it's so inspiring. She's young and she's into fashion and she's serious about this business, guys. Let's tell you that she's now the designer of one of the best companies here, which made us look today like this. That is Tubergue Neat Company, and we really appreciate that you guys made us look today.
Thank
So,
you.
as a young, as a young fashionist, as a young entrepreneur, are you really sure you're going to make this until the end? Or you might want to change your idea?
Uh, it took me so long to decide.
Yes.
As a result, I don't think I have to change my mind right now or later because it is something that it took me so long to take a decision and to find my passion
Yes.
because if we're being honest, the person who really had, if you can call it, so many talents.
Yes.
Yeah. So it really took me some efforts and energy to choose which really I want to do.
Wow.
Which one can I choose in the alive choices that I had to make?
Wow.
So as you are saying, the first thing that I believe in is being consistent.
Wow.
Being consistent, and the other thing is that I don't work alone. So that will make me able to work with a team. And
Yes.
as you said, I work for a company, so it is. I don't think that quitting is in my option.
Wow.
Yeah,
So you are the fashionist until we never know.
yeah, until
Till forever.
forever. Yeah,
Wow. That's a hard decision to make, by the way. A lot of people outside here are doing fashion, but they have not yet made a decision if they are doing this for the whole time or if you guys want to change your mind, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
There you raised another question. You said that in couple of many talents that you had, you decided to specifically develop this fashion. Can you just tell us what were the other talents that you had, but you decided to develop in detail this one?
Thank you for the question. Uh, I'm not gonna uh, make it about boasting about myself,
Mhm.
but I'm a really good singer.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
We have a
So
lot of talents here.
yeah, I can even play the keyboard.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah, but
Among all those talents, you chose fashion? Oh my God.
yeah,
You
actually it
choose
is.
to be a designer among all those talents.
Yeah, actually, because I used to draw, I really love to draw
Wow.
drawings. Yeah,
Wow.
and the background also matters the most because my parents are in the field. So it really gave me an advantage over all the other choices that I had to make. Um, with all of those and dancing, I should call myself a multitasker
Wow.
because I really had a lot of things to look
Yes.
into, but then I chose to be a fashionist, and the rest I still do them, but
Yeah.
as a hobby,
Yeah.
Yeah.
not
Yeah.
as a
For sure.
career.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so today we're talking about why fashion. Why
Mhm.
should we have fashion in our lives? Why does even fashion exist in this life, in this earth? You know, I don't know when fashion started, when the word fashion was developed, but all I know is that today fashion is known by every person in this world.
Yeah.
Everyone knows at least the word fashion, maybe in different languages, but everyone knows what is fashion. So, why fashion? That's why we're talking about today, right, Ellie? Why
Mhm.
fashion? Why do we have fashion? Why should we do styles in all about fashion,
Let
guys?
me ask her the first question, just to dig deeper in the topic.
Yes.
As fashion designer, what is the definition of well dressing well?
Thank you. I think that dressing well has to start with fashion itself, and and about the invention of fashion, I think that from the time as a mankind started to dress, that's
Yes.
when fashion started.
Yeah.
Even though maybe people weren't aware of that,
Mm.
but fashion, I think it was there.
Yes.
Yeah. Fashion in itself, it is, I think, it is a way to, it is style. Fashion is
Yeah.
style.
Yes.
Yeah, that's how I can say it. And about dressing well is to wear attractive and fashionable clothes. I think that is
Not
really.
expensive one, not necessary to wear the expensive clothes.
Yeah. going
Yeah.
to shop in,
Mm.
fancy places where you can find,
Mhm.
bougie clothes.
Yeah, but I believe that fashion in itself, it goes with all of that.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
with the place,
Mhm.
with the weather,
Yes.
um, what else? And the personal creative, that like the way a person could like to express themselves.
Oh,
Yes.
wow.
What else? There is place where you are going,
Yeah.
Yes.
because if you are going like in church,
Mhm.
you can't dress like the person who is going out
Yeah.
Yeah,
at the beach.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
exactly.
so that's why the place matters
Mhm.
and the time.
Mhm.
It all goes hand in hand. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, that's a great
Satisfied.
thing.
Yeah.
But I want to know, like, if you are doing designs, do you like sometimes meet challenge when you're dressing people? A person comes to your company and he or she wants a particular costume or clothes, and then it kind of gets you confused when someone does really not know what she or he wants, but he wants to look very good. He wants to look amazing. Those challenges, so you kind of face them because even me, to be honest, me when I'm about to dress up in the morning and go to work, I'm like, oh my goodness. I really struggle with finding out what am I going to wear? What am I going to put on? What is it that I'm going to put on that is going to go with the day, with the weather, with the place?
Yeah.
It is really hard. So you as a designer who is designing for a lot of people and for different people who have different tastes, those challenges, how do you overcome them? How do you manage people's several thoughts of dressing?
That is a really, really common thing
Oh,
in people. So, but what I believe is that the human brain is so complicated and complex.
Mhm.
But sometimes people doesn't know what they want, and that's where like somebody who is in the field and who so-called expert, who is an expert in the things, what you do is to bring all those factors that I mentioned before, like time, place, and
yes.
like you. What I do is to ask them what is really the what where or what do you need, like where do you want to go.
Mhm.
Yes.
Yeah, the place.
Mhm.
And after like the what, I'm missing the word,
Yes.
but where do you want to go,
Then you
then
will
after I can
design
start.
accordingly.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And if I'm being
What about
honest,
the size? The plus size and small size don't go with the same outfit, I guess.
I think that you in the same place, in the position you are in, that right then, yeah, in
So
the
you dress a CEO differently from another staff, if I could say that.
depending on where he is going.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah. So what I can say is that sometimes you don't know what really is your personal style until you go in the mirror and say, "Oh wow, I look good."
Mhm.
So you have to give them options.
Wow.
Yeah, to build the styles for themselves according to where they are going, according
Yeah.
to their size, the
Mhm.
texture, if they want to be iconic, or um, and the size, if they like me, I personally like oversized clothes.
Oh,
Mhm.
Sometimes you will find me in this kind of
really? At the
Still
style.
size you
small
look.
size, no?
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, but if they want that, or if they want clothes that fit them neatly,
Mhm.
Yes.
and you just try to challenge their minds,
Yeah.
and in that process, I bet that the mind is so complex that it finds its way out. Yeah.
Yes. Wow. I like that. And for us Christians, when we go to church, we're struggling with what is going to be the great outfit for Sunday. Eli, do you kind of face that challenge?
I think this challenge is most of the time on the lady side. For
I
us, I don't think it is a challenge.
But men also come out there of the closet when they're looking smart, and you're like, oh, did you go to Google and find something about how you're going to dress that day? But maybe it's not that hard for men, right? But for women, we do struggle with dressing up, especially for big occasions, special occasions. But
Yeah.
still, if you are youth, if you are a young person, if you even a grown-up person, an adult, and you want to go through the field of fashion, is it too late for someone who has not yet made a decision but kind of likes fashion and style, but you don't know how to start. You don't know even people who are going to like this, especially that now we are much into, African attires and people are liking this. So you guys need to sit down and think about if you really want to do fashion, right? Like she did, Natalie. Then she decided, I'm going to do fashion forever. This is going to be my career. So if you're out there and you could be struggling, you are at home, you want to start a little business about fashion, but then you're like, how am I going to get clients? Are people going to love this? We're really going to come as clients and buy your thing because this is something that you put your passion into. You're really good doing this with passionately and doing the giving the best products out there. And trust me, don't keep on struggling and sitting there at home. She was capable of overcoming that, and now she's part of a big company that is doing fashion. She's designing for this company. What do you think? It's your next move, right?
Yeah.
So let's go on with some questions for Natalie Eli.
Um, my next maybe my last one.
Yes.
I have two F, letter F.
2F.
Yeah, fashion and fortune.
Okay.
Can fashion make fortune?
Of course, yes.
Tell us in order to inspire our young generation.
According to the definition of fortune on my behalf, it is wealth. Is that it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So there is. Can we even separate fashion from fortune? That's my question.
They are like
Because
twins.
yeah, I think that one serves another.
Wow.
Oh,
Wow.
okay. That's a good one.
Yeah. So fashion, you can do fashion as a career
Yeah.
or as a hobby. So if you are in fashion as a career or as a way to make a living, I think there is no way that you're gonna go away without landing into the fortune.
Yeah.
So because if you are being honest, fashion is in the things that really earn a lot across the world.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so I think you can never even separate fashion from fortune.
Wow. So if we join you, we're gonna find fortune.
Of course, yes. What are you waiting for?
I know. Eli can be a fashionist. Sometimes he could come and design things for, for the background for us to the show. And I'm
Oh,
like, oh
really?
man, you can be a fashionist. You
Can
should
be
really
it.
give it a try. Yeah, but as we come back to the youth and everyone who's now watching OTV, Diversity in Unity, we would like to inspire them. So, Natalie, could you help us? Some people are out there, they think fashion is something that is earning few money. Because sometimes you could go to shops that are doing that are maybe dressing models so that they show up their clothes and kind of things so that they do marketing for their clothes. And sometimes people see we can see some clothes which are made by designers, and you can say, what, this thing is crazy, what kind of clothing is that, what kind of dress is that, especially for women. You could see that most of the people, when there are ceremonies where people are going to pass on the red carpet and then they bring out some dresses and you'd be like, who made that? What kind of dress is that? But you guys have your own way of designing things, and you guys have your crazy way of
Yeah.
coming up with designs, great designs. But some people are like, do we really need those dresses? Do we really need those extraordinary designs? Do we really need them, or should we dress casually? Should we? this thing. And some people think that if you're dressed casually, like, simple thing, you're not in style. You're not, it's not fashion. But you guys, how do you mix doing those extraordinary designs and these, simple designs that everyone can put on? How do you mix that? And telling the youth who are following us right now and who want to do in this field of fashion, who want to start something, but then they're like, fashion is something crazy. Fashion is something people don't even understand. People don't get it. Like, how many people attend fashion events? Few of them, because many people are not yet aware. Why do we really need fashion? Why is that even interesting? Is that something I should pay for and go and watch? Is that something I should go to find a designer, tell him dress, design a suit for me, design a dress for me? What do you want to tell those people? And how do you guys manage the mindsets of people who are not yet coming to the level of understanding fashion as it is, as a great thing?
They always think that fashion is expensive, that they cannot afford according to their. Um,
Yeah. So please help us as
can
we
you tell?
conclude and we come to the conclusion of our topic. Please help us.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Let me start to the fashion as I started itself. Fashion is not all these extraordinary things. I think fashion is like wearing a shirt and a pant. That's fashion in itself.
Wow.
Yeah. So I think where there is confusion is to understand that fashion it just depends with it just depends with what are you going to do with this thing, because I
Yes.
think that even those crazy dresses, if somebody they are made for the red carpets. Yeah, you can just go and buy that dress and go like around here on the
Yeah, in the
streets.
market.
Yeah. So I think that when those crazy dresses are being worn with those who are going to the billboards or red carpets, it is landing its role, its
Wow.
function. Yeah. So as a yeah, as the youth who are afraid to start or who are saying that it is earning a little amount of money,
Yes.
I think that what kills people, it all starts in a belief system that you have in yourself. And of course, you have somewhere that you want to be,
Yes.
but you have to honor where you are right now.
Yeah.
Because where you are right now is where is if you discard right now, you might not get where you want to be. So
Yes.
if you be content and like just right now, be present, be active, and do what you can get around with you.
Yeah.
So if you start where you are and you don't bring in comparison, of course, comparison is good because you have to evaluate yourself and say, I want to be like, I have somewhere there I want to be.
Yes.
Yeah, you have the intention, you have a goal and vision. That's good, but you shouldn't be worrying about how small I am to start.
Yes.
And they used to say that tomorrow never comes, but I believe that tomorrow comes. It comes, but if you start today, tomorrow you might be um, preparing or working on how to grow your business that you started yesterday.
Yes.
Yeah, so if they start today with a little that they have, I think that it could be good and you will serve them in ultimately will serve them.
That was a great, great content for today. Thank you so much, Miss Natalie. And I would like to tell people if you want to start a fashion business, if you want to go through fashion, it can earn you some money. You can be rich. Just try it out. And I know that if you're thinking about designing, you think you're a designer, please give it a try because you don't have to keep that talent resting in your heart and in your brain like that. You just give it a try. It can bring you some wealth, like she said. And as we come to the conclusion of this, we all children of God and we do everything for the glory of God. So we are going to leave you with the scripture of the day that accompanies what we talked about, what the Bible says about fashion. There is a lot in the Bible. There is every single thing in the Bible that you think of. So, guys, thank you so much for following our TV right now, Diversity in Unity, and thank you for being with us. And I hope we're going to receive many of your comments, your message as you tell us what you thought of the show today. And I hope you all enjoyed, learned something, and are going to start something if you're a fashionist, or if there's another business that you've been wanting to start about your talent, please go ahead. So thank you so much, Miss Natalie, for being present and for giving us very great content for today.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you for having me.
you're welcome. Thank you
Yeah.
so much, Elif. Okay, see you guys.
It is written in the Bible, in the first book of Kings, chapter 10, verse 4 to 5. And when the queen of Sheba had seen all the wisdom of Solomon, the house that he had built, the food of his table, the sitting of his officials, and the attendance of his servants, their clothing, his cupbearers, and his burnt offerings that he offered at the house of the Lord, there was no more breath in her.
Bye.